this is how I got my hands on this ATAT, and I'll also be reviewing this build in this video. When going to my brother's house to film his Doctor Who set 21304, I made a video reviewing this on my YouTube channel. If you'd like to see it and not seen it yet, I was extremely surprised to see his Lego ATAT set number 75440 was on his dining table, laid on top of its box, next to a note saying that I could have it. In a previous video I made, I reviewed his gingerbread ATAT and compared it to my custom built ATAT, which I made out of parts from the Create Play Droid Builder set 75392. My brother liked the build of the gingerbread ATAT better than this ATAT, as he got frustrated with it when trying to put it on its stand as it kept falling apart. I must admit, when putting it on its stand myself, I did feel his frustration as the legs kept detaching and the feet easily come off. But as a lover of an ATAT, as you can see, I have my Kenner ATAT on display, next to some other vintage Kenner Star Wars toys, as well as some amazing customs by Stan Solo, the Blue Snaggletooth and Baby Bantha, and Willow Hood by the Next 17. I thought this could be a great addition to my collection. And you can never have too many ATATs, can you? Anyway, let's get back to the job at hand and let's have a look at this ATAT. So this is a great looking build, I must admit. So it's trying to portray the scene in Empire Strikes Back, where the snow speeder flies around the legs of the ATAT. So you can see here it's depicted by this bit of rope that is going around the legs, at which point it ties those legs together and then the ATAT falls to the floor. So we've got a nice little build here of the snow speeder. So he's got more of a solid attachment here to one of the legs, and then it's got this rope piece going around the back. So the proportions of this is really good. The head's really good. There is some movement in the head, but because it's permanently stuck to this stand, it doesn't really move. So what you will find, these bits do actually spin round when it's not on the stand, but the knee joints are in a solid position. The feet do have some playability. So when you take it out of there, you can see the feet can move. But you see, this is intended to be put onto this stand. But the design of the feet, I think, look really good. It's got some nice, what I believe are stickers. As I say, I didn't actually build this. My brother did. So I don't think these are custom printed pieces. So we can see those joints that, as the ATAT would be walking, would normally move around. And the angles that's been created here and how it's been made looks really impressive. With the body part here, there's a bent in. So this doesn't have the ability to, well, it isn't really the size to stick a minifigure inside. So really this is just more of a display ATAT. And it's got a nice little plaque that you can have in front of it there. Let's have a look at it from the back. So you can see how it tapers in. Is really a nice design feature. There's some cool little parts, for example, what you might consider hands for like battle droids, the arms of battle droids, and that have been used at the bottom of the legs as well. And then it's got, looks really good from the front with these as little gun parts, like so, pointed forward. So you can slightly position this different depending on how you want to angle the head, if you wanted that to come in a bit more, like so. But all in all, this is I think it's a great looking build. It is a different scale to the gingerbread ATAT. That is slightly larger. But now I have this, does that mean I have to replace my custom one in my Hoth diorama? So I might have a go at putting it there, because this is a a really nice looking build. So in that case, I'm going to have to take it off of the stand and work out a way that I can actually attach it so it doesn't fall over. So then I might experience how frustrated it can be with these coming apart. As I say, when my brother was putting this on the stand, it can be quite fiddly because you've got these parts that stick up that keeps it in this solid position that you can't actually wobble it and move it. This back leg, interestingly, well, say back leg, this front leg here that is angled is literally just being lodged on a slope piece down here, where the other three legs have actually got pins going into the bottom of them. Well, obviously Lego parts going up into the feet to keep them in that static position. So I'll have to fashion something like that, you know, rather than replacing a lot of these black parts on the base plate to white, because it needs to be walking on a white surface basically if I want it in my diorama. But yeah, all in all, I think this is a really nice looking design. The head of it does actually look a similar size to the gift with purchase chicken walker that I ended up getting. So these might look quite good side by side. So you can see that there. Maybe this is a little big in comparison, but they might look quite nice next to each other in my diorama. Even though these are probably more, people are used to seeing them more in Return of the Jedi, when obviously the Ewoks are fighting the Empire. But there is one of these that quickly run across the scene in Empire Strikes Back. So that's why I feel actually it might look good being put in here. So I think they look quite cool next to each other. And if you've seen the trailer for the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie, we are going to see some more ATATs in there. Sorry, that was a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. But yeah, all in all, impressive. So thanks, bro, for gifting this me. Much appreciated. So I thought I'd give you a set that I know you wanted to say thanks. Cheers. And if you're enjoying my content, please give me a like, follow and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.